So I'm back with another one. So I was just sitting here thinking, I don't know when there's a time where I'm not thinking because my brain just be going and going and going like the Energizer Bunny. Now, why they laying on their horn for them cars that clearly had an accident? That's the ignorance of people, y'all. Them cars is wrecked in the middle of the street. The people not sitting in them because they can't. The way these folks drive, they safer not sitting in the car. But you have ignorant people just pulling up, just blowing that horn, just laying on it like you just heard. Cars just sitting there, they can't even move, y'all. They can't move. They could move, but they in an accident. You don't. I'll leave them right there too. Anyway, what I was about to say is I did this last reading. I pulled a Leo card, but I ended up just talking, and also I don't know. I did Leo yesterday, so I don't think that really matters. So it's not like y'all went lacking. I probably have some people who I did pull yesterday who I need to do today. Leo got an extra reading, I guess you can call it. I didn't name it Leo reading though because I wasn't trying to pull on anything specific. I was just talking about a bunch of stuff, and I wasn't pulling any cards either. So y'all, you're gonna have to excuse that one because I started off, my intentions were good when I started off, but it just ended up going somewhere slightly different. So bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. Taurus. I don't even know if I did Taurus yesterday. Like, I gotta see which ones I did so I can know which ones to do today. I know I did Pisces. Um, Honestly, I really don't know which ones I did. I'm gonna have to go back and look at it and see what signs did I do and what signs I left out so I can do the remainder of the signs today. I'm gonna do that at some point today, so yeah. I guess we just gonna pull on collective energy right now, so whoever the collective is. Holy Spirit. Spirit guides, the highest white light. Please allow me to channel messages from the energy that surrounds my collective, whoever the collective is today. I swear sometimes I feel like I'm the only one in the collective. So I don't know. I'm looking over there. It looks like the Emperor is looking at me. So maybe someone has a Emperor, potential Emperor looking at them. 19 is significant to something, y'all. I've been seeing that a lot. Like 919, 19, 9 and 1 is 10, 10 is in. It's also the beginning. Ending of something, the beginning of something. Ending of one cycle, the beginning of a new one. That could be happening for someone. Yeah. Alright. I'm shuffling these cards, but to be honest with you, 2 came out already and I just didn't take them. I just kept going. So I'm just going to go ahead and put these down because I should have taken whatever was there and I didn't for whatever reason. Everything happens for a reason, y'all. So just going to leave them right there where they are. Love and light. It's the first deck I touched. Let's see what it has to say before we start. See if it gives us a basis to start, y'all. We already 5 minutes in. I swear, I don't know where this time be going to. Time flies. when you're having fun, right? Somebody must be out here having fun. Helping others is helping yourself. It says, for the whole law can be summed up in this one command: love your neighbor as yourself. Y'all can't see this. You cannot see it. Love your neighbor as yourself. Help others. Yeah, a lot of people don't know how to do that. And another thing I noticed is a lot of people, they help the people whom they want to help, and they don't help the ones who they don't want to help. And they think they're going to be blessed because they give all these favors and do all these things to people that they want to help. And that's not where your blessing comes in at. The blessing comes in when you help the people who you don't know. When you help the people who you may not want to help all the time. When you help the people who you may not want to help any of the time. You may not feel like they deserve your help. But the God in you says that that's the right thing to do. Is what you should do. Is how you're going to receive your blessings. You know, what goes around comes around. One day you may need help. And that person you didn't want to help may be the only person that can help you. It's so funny. It reminds me of this meme that it wasn't a meme, it was a video I was watching the other day. And the girl said she pulled out $1 to help this homeless person. And the sign read, or either they said that this could be you one day. And so she decided to keep the $1. Because in her mind, she was doing something right? By looking out for herself. But everybody comes to a point where they need somebody, and imagine you have nobody that's going to look out for you because you decide to just look out for yourself the entire time. Or imagine the people that you looked out for is not there to look out for you when you need their help the most. You know, a lot of people will say before you give anything to anyone else, you should look out for yourself and make sure that you have everything that you need. And I've even heard people say, until I get that $1 million, I don't have anything to give you. But God works through everything and everybody. And I feel like if He's giving you whatever it is to make it this far, then He'll keep providing. The minute you decide that you're not going to give to someone else, because you may not have all of what you want, but you have some of what you want, then He'll make it to where you don't even have some of what you want. It's like, just like He can multiply what it is that you have left, just like He did with the fish and the bread, just like Jesus did with the fish and the bread in the Bible. That He multiplied it and was able to feed all the different people. He'll do the same thing with your money when you feel like you barely have anything, and you reached out to help someone anyway who needed your help. He can do the same thing with your money. But people, they have no trust in Him. They trust more in themselves and other people. And so that's why you would get that attitude of, well, let me hold this for myself, instead of trying to help this person with it, because I'm not even where I want to be in life. Yeah, I may be way better off than them, but where I want to be in life, and so I don't have what I need to help them. And because you made that choice, you may not ever have what you need. You may not ever reach that goal that you are pursuing, because you made the choice that you made to not help someone. When had you made the choice to help them, you may have reached that goal tomorrow, because God is a God of miracles. And again, He works through people. And so you never know the miracle or the blessing you could be denying yourself by just denying someone else. And so y'all be careful. It's the second. No, I haven't seen that many Fulton County tags since I've been here, but I've seen a couple of them. It's the Wagoneer. It's like I was about to say the second one. It's the second one I've seen over here where I've been at. Something may be significant to Georgia. Yeah. Um, so yeah, love thy neighbor as you would yourself. I mean, you can't watch people suffer and feel like it's okay for you to watch them suffer because you may not be where it is you want to be in life. You can't watch people suffer and feel like it's okay that you watch them suffer because they may be capable of having something that you or your family members may have wanted for themselves. That's not for them. Connecting with the living water says the sea belongs to him, for he made it. His hands formed the dry land too. Everything that's here. This is from Psalms 9:5. Everything that is here, God created. Whether he created himself or way he created it, whether he created it through man, because again, he works through people. Um, Even when he wanted to see and experience what it is that we go through here on earth, he had to do that in a human form. So he works again through people. And he creates everything, whether it's through himself or through people. So I still have to say even man-made things are created by God, because if it wasn't for God, you would not be able to create some of the things that you are able to do and to create. A lot of people don't realize that he's all around in these things that we experience, that we see and we do every day. And so when you think he's not watching, he is. When you think he may not be able to see what's going on, he does. If you are a non-believer, he can make you out of a believer real fast. He has the power to humble you really fast. And so y'all need to be careful with the decisions that you're out here making, to look over people, the things you do when you feel like you're better than people, the things we say because we feel like people are beneath us. Because just like the girl said, it could be you one day. But you have to think about it a little bit step further. It could be you one day. And are you going to receive the help from the people you expect to have your back? Because what I noticed is, you're more likely to receive help from strangers. It's like they say with Instagram and Facebook and TikTok. Your biggest supporters they're not your family a lot of times. They come from random people who you don't know. So when you see that random person who you don't know, and they may need some help, you feel like they're beneath you. And so what you do is you help yourself. You help yourself before you help them. You help yourself to a laugh. You help your friends to a joke. before you help them. You'll help someone to tear someone else down before you help build that same person up. Just know that you'll have your day as well. So I would be careful about stuff like that and how we hold back on doing things to help people. How we hold back on doing the things we know we should be doing. Because you may just be the one that's being held back on one day. I don't know why I felt the need to say that. And those couple of cards, so maybe someone out there could use a leg up. Maybe there's someone out there who needs your help and you are just watching them and pretending as if you don't know. Just know. God has a way of showing off. And so when you start to lose what you think you have that you didn't really appreciate anyway, yeah. Reminds me of that T.I. song. Say you're happy with the riches because you're piss poor morally. You have no morals, and so you can't appreciate what it is that you have in life and what other people may not have. And so you even have people that'll go out the way to make the person that doesn't have not have even more, to make them lack even more, because they want to appear as if they have more than what they have. They want to appear to be bigger than what they are. There's a special place for people like that. I don't know why I always start talking and I look up and it's like all these minutes have gone by and I rarely pulled any cards. So let me just jump right into this, y'all. We're not gonna make it. We're gonna spend too much time on talking. Since we're talking about the have and the have-nots, I'm gonna pull from this Divine Abundance deck. Yeah. Some of those people y'all are refusing to help, you may realize they didn't need your help anyway. All they ever needed was for people to stop trying to tear them down and they can easily build for themselves. Maybe all they needed is an extra prayer for them their way. Instead of praying against them, pray for them to be relieved of some of the people who are coming down on them. And maybe they can do what they need to do on their own, be successful on their own as an individual. But you have people so concerned and worried about if you're able to succeed over them, if you're going to be bigger than what they are. Or like that video I just watched of Nicki Minaj saying that if they're so worried about what it is you already have, if you've been doing well and you're able to do certain things, they don't feel like they should step in and help where in the areas that you may need help with. Again, I say, it's a special place for people like that. And it's not going to be where they're expecting it to be. Not through the eyes of God anyway. Now, if you're one of those people who worship another God or some other being or deity, maybe that will work for you while you're here on earth, while we're in this earthly realm. Maybe that will work for you. It's not going to help your soul. It's not going to help what you leave behind here. When you're praying for the spirit world to come down and help you, you're praying for God and you're praying for those good people, the good angels, your guardian angels to come down and help, and then you realize you don't have any. Because all of your people was on some dirty stuff when they passed. And instead of y'all breaking a generational curse, you just keep it up. And so at a certain point you realize you have no pull or no influence in the spirit. You're not as strong as you thought you were in the spirit, only here on this earthly realm. That's because you haven't did the work. And your people have done the work either. Individuality says every person has their own personalized study plan in this earth school. So everyone has lessons they have to learn on their own. And maybe some people have that lesson to learn. As far as giving and taking and the flow of everything, money. If you say that money is energy, then you know there has to be some type of flow. And so it's almost like a battle who you choosing to give it to. It's gonna flow somewhere. It's gonna flow somewhere. It's gonna flow to buy you them new pair of Louis Vuitton shoes, where those rich people get to be even more rich, or is it gonna flow to somewhere that's gonna be more helpful? And I'm not saying that you can't buy yourself anything, you can't do stuff for yourself before you do for others. By all means, take care of yourself. All I'm saying is, if you see someone in need and you have it, you should be willing to help. And if you aren't, because everyone has free will, just remember that we have that same free will when your shoe is on the other foot. So God forbids you and your whole family setting and your friends are selfish, and God decides to take you all down at one time, then what? Who are you going to depend on? Those same people that you walked over, the same people that you stepped on, the same people you went out your way to hurt. Yeah. As the saying go, it's one thing about those tables, they turn. Not the same way forever, they turn. So, yeah. Gratitude says, fill me with gratitude for all you give. May I be a vehicle for you wherever I go. That's for anybody that may be going without. Just be grateful for what it is you have, and God is going to keep supplying you. He's going to keep coming through. And He works through people, so keep doing what it is you do, and there's going to always be somebody to help. Someone to come through to help push you forward, even if it's just by encouragement, just a little motivation to keep doing what you're doing. I have let go right here. It says everything is indeed out of control and God will hold it all. I can safely let go. Don't try to control. Yeah. Especially the things you cannot control, because that'll drive you crazy. Now you have to learn to let go of things. And for whatever reason, I'm being drawn to this little hand on the side that's releasing this bird. It's like you were holding it and trying to secure the bird. You were trying to hold the bird still, but birds are not meant to be held in a small place. They're meant to fly freely. And someone may be trying to hold someone still or hold them down or not allow them to be free in some type of way, not allow them the growth that they need. Maybe someone is trying to have control over someone and they've been holding on to them tightly. But it's time to let go. It's time to allow someone to go free and allow them to be who they need to be for themselves. Because like the other card said, everyone's path is different. And so the path that this person has to go on may not be the path that you desire for them, but it's not your choice. What you have the choice to do is to keep holding on and not get anything accomplished. It's just actually kind of selfish of you to keep holding on to someone that wants to be free. Or you can let them go and allow the divine to work. Allowing them to work in ways that they should be working in. Allow these people to learn their lessons. And maybe the lesson is not even for these people. Maybe the lesson is for you yourself. So just learn how to detach from things and learn how to be receiving of what is for you and let go of what's not for you. And so you could be looking at them like maybe it's a lesson they need to learn when the lesson could be for you. I see self-love right here. Someone may be lacking some self-love and they could be trying to hold on to something that's not meant for them to hold on to. It says, let the wall fall that separates me from my own vulnerable inner child. I long to take care of myself like never before. Maybe you should put more love into yourself and stop trying to hold whatever this is or whoever this is. This could be about a relationship. Someone trying to make someone love them. I'm looking at this rug. It looks like he's sitting on Indian style. The rug looks like a lion. The lion looks like it's upset, like it's ready to go. See that lion head down there? He's sitting on it like a rug. Someone's holding someone still. You see those hands releasing that bird? Someone needs to let something go. Allow someone to be free. I don't know if y'all can see the person over here on this side. They have their hands stretched out as if to say they're finally free. Someone needs to release someone and allow them to grow for themselves and allow them to do whatever it is that they need to do. I almost say this, like I want to say this is killing them. Maybe this person feels like they're dying in the inside because they're being held onto by someone they don't want to hold them. It's like being locked in a cage, the caged bird. Someone wants to be free. They want to be let go. They want to do what they want to do. They want to make their own decisions. They want to explore life as they need to explore life, to learn the lessons that they need to learn in life in order to elevate. And so this person needs to experience things, and so do you, by letting go of whatever this is. No, and I'm looking back down at this individuality card, which was one of the first cards that came out, and it's a bunch of birds just on this card. All you see is a bunch of different birds, and it's giving me that maybe someone needs to be released. You need to let go of someone in order for them to go and be almost around their own kind, it seems like. So I don't know how that's gonna fit for y'all, but maybe the person being held down feels like they're being held down by people who are not like them. It brings me to that song, They Not Like Us. I don't know if that's the title of that song, but y'all know. Everybody been playing it over and over and over again. I feel like these people are not alike. And maybe because they're almost like the same color or something. Maybe it's some similarities that they have together that's making this person feel like almost be possessive over them. And I say the same colors because I'm looking at these colors. I wish y'all could see them. I hate that it's dark like this. Let me see if I can reposition this camera. There we go. And so if you can see there, it almost looked like they're very similar in color. That's why I said that. And so maybe someone feels like because they have some certain similarities that this is their person. That's the person that's meant for them. But you can see this X down here on this lion's head, and look at the lion's face. The lion doesn't look happy, and that X is giving me, it's almost killing them to be suffocated like this. This person feels suffocated. They ready to leave. They want growth. They want to expand, and they're being held. And so maybe this person is dying to get around people or a person who is more like them. And not in color wise, because as you can see, these are birds of all different colors, all different kinds, but the same species. They're all birds. And so that may be symbolic of them all having the same dream, or the same, they're all longing for the same thing, if that makes sense. They all want to be free. These birds here actually look like they are free. As you can see, the trees and the plants, they are free. And I feel like this little bluebird right here that's being kept, you see over in the hands, it looks like somebody's opening their hands just to show the bird. Doesn't look like the bird can escape because they still have the back part kind of smushed in his hands. But it appears as like someone holding their hand open just so someone could take a look inside. And I feel like this is suffocating this person. This is killing this person inside. It's like something in them is dying inside because they're being held back. They're not being allowed to move around and to grow and to be free, whether that's in their imagination or their creativity or just them wanting to be released from a person, an individual they may be with that may not want to let them go. Bottom of the deck says, your path, dear Lord, help me trust that there's a plan far beyond what I can see through my fears and illusions. So yeah, you may feel like you're being stuck. Again, like you're being held down, like you're being suffocated in some kind of way. But just like I said, people have a choice. You have a choice as well. And you can either lift yourself up, force this person to get off of you and go on with your life, or you can just lay there angrily like you're doing and just take it. And so I feel like the illusions are that you're stuck. You need to release the illusions and push forward and know that you're being guided down the right path. As long as you put God first, then you'll know that it's either a lesson or a blessing. Either way, you're grateful for them both. The lessons that you have to learn, because you have to learn the lessons, and the blessings that you will receive from learning these lessons. So, I don't know, y'all. We already at 35 minutes. I don't know where the time be going, but I'm going to go ahead and end it there. I'll be back.